The only thing that's going to be better is next year when we're here on Governor's Day instead of Republican Day. Part of the reason why I'm here today is probably part of the reason why all of you guys are here today too. I'm fed up. I'm fed up with what's going on in Springfield with the politicians, not the citizens. I'm fed up with sending my money to the state and not getting what I deserve. I'm not a career politician. A lot of you guys know me already, but I'm an attorney, CPA, I'm a dad, I'm a husband, and I'm just a regular Illinois guy. I've volunteered on my local school board. That's the extent of my political background. But the Democrats, the one-party rule in this state, isn't working. And I said I have to step up and do something. Everybody says Quinn, Madigan. I'd like to throw White into that name too. Actually, I'd like to throw the entire Democratic Party into that. It's not working here in Illinois. I'm an attorney accountant, so I kind of like numbers, and I talk numbers to my clients all the time. So I want to tell you guys about a couple of numbers here. Between my opponent and myself, we have been on the salary public payroll for 71 years when you add the two of us together. For that same period of time, 71 years, our public pensions are being built with taxpayer money. And actually, at some times, one of us was collecting two government salaries at the same time. 71 years, that's over 7 decades on the public payroll. And let me break that down for you further. My opponent, Jesse White, he's been doing it for 71 years. Me, none. It's time for a clean break here in Illinois. We need some people in Springfield that aren't the career politicians. You have a stark choice here in November. You can elect the career politician who's here to help serve his buddies, the other career politicians, or you can elect someone who has no ties to the corrupt, broken Illinois political system. It's time for a clean break in Illinois. 4 things I'm going to do when I get elected and we take over this office right away. First and foremost, we're going to change that image of the Secretary of State's office and work towards that, changing that image in Springfield that we are corrupt and that we are broken. We're going to operate the Secretary of State's office for everybody in the state of Illinois, all the citizens of Illinois, not just the chosen few. We need to change that. We need to get rid of the political patronage and cronyism. I'm tired of reading the newspaper and watching the news, listening about how the politicians or their hires are getting indicted. We're done with the Derek Smiths. We're done with the Marlene Lisses. The Secretary of State's office will be accountable, and we will have integrity in that office. Second, we're going to keep these roads safe in Illinois. We're going to make them safer. If you drive a truck on the roads of Illinois, you're going to be qualified to drive that truck, and you're going to be trained to drive that truck. No more shortcuts on the training. No more looking the other direction when something's wrong. We're going to enforce the rules of the road for everybody. And if you drink and you drive on the Illinois roads, I don't care who your lawyer is, how much money you have, you're not going to get away with it. We're going to make the roads of Illinois safer. I've got 4 daughters, 2 of which are driving on the road and 2 who have their permits. It scares me to death when they go out there. I want to make sure the roads are safe for all of us to drive. And third, a lot of people think of the Secretary of State as the driver's license and the roads. There's 21 other departments in the Secretary of State's office, and one of them is the business services. I will be an advocate for the entrepreneurs and the job creators in Illinois and not part of the bureaucratic nightmare that business people have to put up with in the Secretary of State's office. I will be an advocate for the policies that help these job creators. We've spent way too much time pushing our businesses out of the state of Illinois. The Secretary of State, as the Secretary of State, I'll use that bully pulpit to get the legislator and the governor to sign the laws that will help the businesses in Illinois and bring businesses back to Illinois. And the 4th thing I want to do is we need to innovate the Secretary of State's office. We're technologically years behind. Mr. White, the internet is here to stay, okay? We can get the Secretary of State's office up and running. The website is not user-friendly. There's a lot of issues. We've already got people working on it in my campaign. We're going to roll out some really neat stuff. We're starting on day one. A lot of people tell me that we can't change things. I don't believe it. That's why I got in the race. And I believe we can. I believe we can bring honesty and integrity and public service back to the Illinois. I'm going to do it with your help. So please vote for me. Join me on April 4th to vote for April 4th. Sure, November 4th to vote for the straight ticket. Everybody that's up here today. We're going to make things change. It's time for a clean break. Thank you.